Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Not guilty. That's the verdict in the George Zimmerman case. I'm not going to criticize that verdict or the jury. I saw some of the trial, and the defense lawyers were much better than the prosecution. They ran circles around them. But you have to remember what happened after Trayvon Martin was shot. George Zimmerman was simply let go. A young boy who had committed no crime was dead, and the man who shot him wasn't even charged. And you know that if a black man had done that shooting in the same circumstances, the case would have been handled much differently. It took a huge public outcry and lots of media coverage just to get Trayvon Martin equal treatment under the law. You can disagree with the verdict, but you can't really fault the jury. George Zimmerman was the only real witness to the crime, and though his story was obviously filled with lies, it was the only story they had. But the case is not over. George Zimmerman will be sued for wrongful death. And in a civil trial, the defendant has no right not to testify. He will have to take the stand. And the Martin family's lawyers will be drooling to get at him. And he will have to tell his story while those lawyers will make him try to explain his inconsistencies. You were on the cement. Why is Trayvon Martin's body 10 feet away from the cement? You weren't following him. How did you get to where you were? You say that Trayvon Martin tried to grab the gun. How did he even see the gun? There are 3 streets in that neighborhood that you've lived in for 4 years, and you are one of the heads of the neighborhood watch. How is it that you didn't know where you were? When confronted with those things, Zimmerman will be tied up in knots. And he will be revealed for the liar that he is. His story cannot hold up under questioning. George Zimmerman will lose that lawsuit. And for as long as he lives, he will owe Trayvon Martin's family money. He will also live the rest of his life under a cloud. He may have escaped jail, but he will not escape punishment. During his interview with Sean Hannity, Zimmerman said he did not regret his actions, and that Trayvon Martin's death was God's will. I suspect that as he understands the path that he's on, Zimmerman will come to regret his actions. And Trayvon Martin's death was nobody else's will but George Zimmerman. Thanks for listening.